insatiable and appetite.
It's always repeating itself.
1974 was a year packed with unforgettable music, giving us some of the most iconic hits of all time. From rock anthems to disco grooves, these songs didn't just top the charts, they became timeless classics that still get airplay today. Whether it's Queen's glam rock magic, ABBA's Eurovision breakthrough, or Bob Marley's soulful reggae anthem, these tracks continue to inspire and entertain. So get ready for a nostalgic trip back to 1974 as we count down the top 10 hits we'll never forget.
Recommended at the price, insatiable and appetite.
Killer Queen. Queen. Released in October 1974, Killer Queen was the song that truly put Queen on the global map. Written by Freddie Mercury, this glam rock masterpiece is a sophisticated blend of cabaret, hard rock, and pop, with witty, aristocratic lyrics that depict a high-class call girl. The track showcases Mercury's flamboyant vocal delivery,
Queen, gunpowder, gelatine, dynamite with a laser beam.
Brian May's precision guitar work, and the band's signature multi-layered harmonies. Unlike the heavier sounds of Queen's earlier tracks, Killer Queen had a lighter, almost theatrical feel, making it distinct yet undeniably catchy. The song peaked at number 2 on the UK singles chart and number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming the band's breakthrough hit in the US. It remains one of Queen's most celebrated songs, often cited as an example of Mercury's songwriting genius and the band's knack for blending rock with high artistry. It's stylish, it's clever, and it's pure Queen magic.
Waterloo, knowing my fate is to be with you.
Waterloo, ABBA. A song that defined Eurovision history, Waterloo was ABBA's ticket to worldwide fame. Released in March 1974, this high-energy, infectious pop track won the Eurovision Song Contest, launching the Swedish band into the global spotlight. With its catchy melody, driving beat, and vibrant production, Waterloo stood out from the typical ballads of the competition. The song clearly uses the historical Battle of Waterloo as a metaphor for surrendering to love, making it both playful and memorable.
It's always repeating itself.
It topped the charts across Europe and cracked the top 10 in the US, a rare feat for a Eurovision-winning song. Waterloo set the stage for ABBA's decade of dominance, proving that their unique sound, filled with rich harmonies, theatrical delivery, and polished production, was here to stay. Even decades later, it remains one of the greatest Eurovision songs of all time, a feel-good anthem that still gets people dancing. Sweet Home Alabama. Lynyrd Skynyrd. Few songs capture the southern rock spirit like Sweet Home Alabama by Lynyrd Skynyrd. Released in June 1974, the song became an instant anthem, driven by its iconic 3-chord guitar riff and sing-along chorus. While it was written as a response to Neil Young's critical songs about the American South, Sweet Home Alabama took on a life of its own, becoming a celebration of Southern pride and culture. The track's infectious energy, coupled with Ronnie Van Zant's unmistakable vocals, made it an essential classic rock staple. Despite its controversial lyrics and political interpretations, it remains one of the most enduring and recognizable rock songs in history. The song reached number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100, proving that Southern rock was a force to be reckoned with. To this day, from road trips to bar sing-alongs, Sweet Home Alabama continues to unite rock fans of all generations. No Woman, No Cry. Bob Marley and the Wailers. One of the most iconic reggae songs of all time, No Woman, No Cry by Bob Marley and the Wailers, was released in 1974 and became a global anthem of hope and resilience. While the studio version appeared on the Natty Dread album, it was the live recording from the Lyceum Theatre in London, 1975, that truly cemented its legendary status. Contrary to common misinterpretations, the song isn't telling women not to cry.
No woman, no cry.
It's offering comfort, assuring that despite hardships, better days will come. The lyrics reflect Marley's childhood struggles in Trenchtown, Jamaica, and the song carries a deeply emotional weight with its warm melody and soulful organ chords. The message of unity, survival, and optimism continues to resonate across generations. Whether you're facing difficulties or simply need a musical embrace of encouragement, No Woman, No Cry remains one of Marley's most enduring masterpieces.
If I could make a wish.
The Air That I Breathe, The Hollies. A soft rock ballad with hauntingly beautiful harmonies, The Air That I Breathe by the Hollies is one of the most heartfelt love songs of the 1970s. Released in January 1974, the song was written by Albert Hammond and Mike Hazlewood, blending orchestral elements with the Hollies' signature harmonies. With its melancholic yet soaring vocal delivery, the song captures the overwhelming feeling of love where nothing else in the world seems to matter. The track reached number 6 on the UK singles chart and number 2 in the US, solidifying its place as a classic. Interestingly, its melody was later cited in a copyright case involving Radiohead's Creep, as the progression was notably similar. Despite this, the song stands on its own as a timeless declaration of love and devotion. Even decades later, The Air That I Breathe remains an emotionally powerful piece of 70s soft rock. This Town Ain't Big Enough for Both of Us, Sparks. Released in April 1974, This Town Ain't Big Enough for Both of Us by Sparks is an avant-garde glam rock masterpiece unlike anything else from the era. The song features Russell Miles' signature high-pitched falsetto and Ron Miles' theatrical keyboard compositions. Creating a dramatic, almost cinematic listening experience. Lyrically, it's filled with surreal storytelling, portraying different high-stakes scenarios, from war to romance, all punctuated by the dramatic chorus. The track became a major hit, reaching number 2 on the UK singles chart and helped Sparks gain international recognition. Its quirky, over-the-top energy and unpredictable composition made it a standout in an era dominated by more conventional rock sounds. Even today, it's celebrated as a cult classic, influencing later generations of musicians who appreciate its eccentric and boundary-pushing style. Sparks proved that rock music could be both theatrical and experimental without losing its mainstream appeal. A song that redefined female empowerment in music, Lady Marmalade by LaBelle was a bold, sultry anthem that took the world by storm in 1974. With its unforgettable funky groove, soulful harmonies, and the famous chorus, Voulez-vous coucher avec moi, ce soir, written by Bob Crewe and Kenny Nolan, the song narrates the story of a New Orleans lady of the night. But its true powerhouse comes from Patti LaBelle's powerhouse vocals, blending soul, rock, and funk effortlessly. The track hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, cementing its place in music history. While the 2001 cover by Christina Aguilera, Lil' Kim, Maya, and Pink brought a new generation of fans, nothing compares to the original's raw energy. Even decades later, Lady Marmalade remains a defining track of the funk and R&B era, proving that some songs truly never go out of style. Rebel Rebel, David Bowie. A glam rock anthem of individuality. Rebel Rebel by David Bowie is one of the most celebrated rock songs of the 1970s. Released in February 1974, the track became an instant hit with its electrifying guitar riff, played by Bowie himself, and its lyrics about youthful defiance and gender fluidity. With lines like, "You've got your mother in a whirl, she's not sure if you're a boy or a girl," Bowie fully embraced the rebellious energy of the glam rock movement. The song peaked at number 5 on the UK singles chart and became one of Bowie's most enduring hits. It also marked his transition away from the Ziggy Stardust era, bridging the gap between glam rock and the more experimental sounds he would explore later. Rebel Rebel has been covered and referenced countless times, remaining a symbol of self-expression and nonconformity. Decades later, its rebellious spirit still resonates because some anthems never age. Rock Your Baby, George McCrae. Often considered one of the very first disco hits, Rock Your Baby by George McCrae was a game changer when it was released in June 1974. With its smooth groove, infectious beat, and soulful falsetto vocals, the song laid the groundwork for what would soon become the disco explosion of the late 1970s. Written and produced by Harry Wayne Casey and Richard Finch of Casey and the Sunshine Band, the track was initially meant for a female singer. However, when McCrae recorded it, his effortless yet passionate delivery turned into an instant classic. The song topped the Billboard Hot 100 and the UK singles chart, making McCrae an overnight sensation. Its rhythm and drum machine pattern heavily influenced later disco and dance music. Rock Your Baby remains one of the most important tracks in disco history, proving that a simple yet hypnotic groove combined with heartfelt vocals can create something truly timeless. Even today, its feel-good energy is impossible to resist.
I think that any love is good loving.
You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, Bachman Turner Overdrive. Few rock songs are as instantly recognizable as You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet by Bachman Turner Overdrive, BTO. Released in 1974, the song became an unexpected hit, thanks in part to its distinctive stuttering vocals and catchy bluesy guitar riffs. Written by Randy Bachman, the song was initially recorded as a joke for his brother Gary, who had a stutter.
She took me to a doctor.
However, the band loved the sound so much that they decided to keep it, and it worked. The track shot to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming BTO's biggest hit. The song's combination of hard rock energy, playful lyrics, and unforgettable delivery made it a staple of 1970s rock radio. Over the years, it's been featured in countless movies, TV shows, and commercials, keeping it relevant across generations. You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet isn't just a song. It's a classic rock anthem that continues to get people nodding their heads and singing along, decade after decade. And that wraps up our list of the top 10 hits from 1974. Which song is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more music countdowns and nostalgia-packed videos. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.